Well, good morning, guys. I'd like to just say right off the bat that I apologize for the delay of uploading another video. Last video was me introducing you guys to my roommates. But I guess that was a pretty recent video. But I guess I apologize for not being able to upload anything ag-related in a while. So, figured I'd go ahead and inform you guys on what's going on. So as you can see, the old red truck's getting worked on again. And what you're looking at right here is a steering column. Went to get in it the other day and noticed that this entire thing was really loose. So me and Dad got her tore out of the truck the other day and went to tear it apart. And where is it? I think it's right. Where is it at? Oh, it's right there. I looked right at it. This is for my horn, and behind it was all this stuff. As you can tell, all these wires are pretty messed up. That's definitely messed up. So basically all the stuff in behind it was completely trashed. Now the reason that this got trashed was because when the bearing broke inside the steering column, it caused the actual assembly, this right here, to settle. And when it settled, it put tension on them wires, and eventually they broke. And then the bearings broke. So basically everything internally for this entire setup was junk. So we went and looked up where we could find a steering column. Went to our local Ford dealer, and they ended up telling us, yeah, this is what the inside looks like right now. This is the new one that we found, but that's what I'm about to tell you, how we found it. The Ford dealer that we visited could not get this part. They said it was obsolete and that it was not made anymore. So we went to another place who deals with older vehicles like this. This is a 97. And they said that they had them, but a place nearby had them cheaper. So we went there, and we thought that the GVW, or the gross vehicle weight for this truck, was 8,500. Well, we were wrong, and we got a steering column for 8,500 GVW, and we realized that this truck was 8,800. The GVW was 8,800, not 8,500. So we had to take that steering column back and got the one that is in the truck right now. This whole thing it's used because it's not made anymore, but we got it put in last night. And we got everything all hooked up, put back together, and my horn didn't work. So we tore the steering wheel off, and it looks like Dad took the part with him. But inside inside the steering wheel over here, there was it's really hard to describe it. There was the 2 wiring harnesses for the horn and the airbag, which I don't have an airbag. And inside the steering wheel, there was this copper strip type thing. Well, that whole ordeal was busted also. The inside of the steering wheel was. So, that whole wiring harness was junk. So now, Dad is currently hunting down a wiring harness for me as we speak, because he had to run some other errands this morning, so he said, don't worry about it, I'll go get your wiring harness for you. So he's doing that right now, and I figured while he's away I'd go ahead and do a quick video on what's going on with the old truck. So, yep, last couple days have been very, very interesting. Yeah. Testing wires, tearing stuff apart, putting it back together. Don't get me wrong, I like these old trucks, but when the parts become obsolete, that's when it gets a little hard to keep these old trucks around. Then over here, I had a light bulb out, and this light right here didn't have a bulb in it, or it had a bulb in it, it was as bad. But this thing was a mother to take off. We had to go up underneath the truck in the inner fender well to get this thing to come loose. So that was another project that we had on this truck, was to get this fixed. And last but not least, my 2 back windows are not going down for some reason. Over here, we traced. I should just keep this door open. Right here's the wires and go up underneath my dash. But they come down into my door over here to this switch. I have the unlock, the windows for up front to go down. Those 2 buttons work. These 2 buttons down here do not work. And the button over here does not work, along with the other one over there. So we got down into these wires down here and go along my door, and we found a busted wire. So we fixed the busted wire, and it still won't work. So we're thinking there's either another place where it is broken, or there is a busted wire on the right side down here as well. So, yep, right now we're just working on my pickup right now. Had to take oh yes, one other thing we had to do is we had to take the battery out on this side to get to the light, but there's a there's a lot of things that I wish the people that designed these trucks had second guessed, because having to climb underneath the truck just to pop this thing out is pretty darn stupid in my eyes. But anyway, we're working on the truck past couple days. Hopefully, if we can find the proper wiring harness, we can get it back up and running today or this evening, or hopefully first thing tomorrow, depending on what Dad has planned for today, and if he can even get the parts. So if the steering column for this truck is obsolete, I don't even want to know what else is going to be obsolete on this truck. So I guess from now on, we're either going to have to buy used parts off of trucks like this that don't run anymore, or go to a scrap yard or a junk yard and find parts that way. But I just don't want to give up this truck yet. I just love the motor it's in. It's a 7.3. It's not the IDI. It has the turbo. It has a turbo in it, which is right there. Only a single turbo, not double. But Ford really outdid themselves when they made this motor. I think it's a fantastic motor. I personally think it's one of the best diesel motors out there, but I'm sure there's others out there that beg to differ. But in my eyes, and I'm not just saying this because I drive Ford, even if I was a Cummins guy or a Duramax guy, I would definitely say that the 7.3 is where it's at. It might be slow, but it can definitely pull. Now, as far as like the top two motors go, I'd have to go with the 7.3 and the Cummins. But then again, I'd have to go and do some homework on the Duramax and the Chevy diesel motors too. But all the older trucks from back in the day, like the first gen Dodges, the OBS Fords like this, and the Chevys that had the 6.5s in them, I like those kind of trucks. I'm not picky when it comes to the older trucks like that. I like all the older trucks. But I guess I have two personal favorites. That would be the 7.3 turbo and the Ford 460, which is a gas motor. Those are two of my personal favorite motors. Now the motors nowadays, they are not too bad. The 6.4s, the 6.7s, those are good motors also. The 6.0s, I heard, or I guess in my opinion, I haven't really heard, in my opinion, are good when it comes to performance. I know a lot of guys like to run 6.0s when they're pulling sleds or racing or doing whatever. But yeah, just my personal preference. I like me to have a 7.3 or a 460. The Dad has a 6.4, and it's a good motor. But I've heard that once they get up there in miles, parts start going to pop. And the 6.7s, I don't know if many of you guys knew, but the brand new ones, like the 2017s, are catching fire. The fire is literally the flame. I don't know if you guys have seen a video. There's a video on it on Facebook, but a flame or fire literally shoots out of the exhaust. That'd be one hot ride. So yeah, we got parts scattered everywhere, and hopefully today we'll get this old girl back up and running. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, guys. Thanks for watching. I figured I'd go ahead and just kind of update you on what we're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Thanks for watching the video, and don't forget to leave your feedback down in the comments below. And do not be bashful to hit that subscribe button. So we'll go ahead and we'll see you on the next one, guys. Thanks again for watching.